Yo guys, what's up? It's XRAYZ and welcome to my very first Call of Duty World War II best class setup video. Now in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the STG44. It's an assault rifle in Call of Duty World War II, and it's one of the first weapons I think that a lot of you guys are going to kind of gravitate towards because of how good and consistent it is. Now with me, I personally have a love-hate relationship with the STG44. I really like it, but at the same time I feel like it's a little bit inconsistent. It might just be the way that the game is at the moment, but for me, like, there's moments where I feel like it shreds, and there are times where I feel like it definitely is not as good as some of the other weapons, like the M19. The M19 assault rifle being one that I really don't like using because of the way that it looks, and then on top of that it has less ammo. So I want to focus on the STG44 because I think a lot of you guys might be gravitating towards this one, and I feel like with this class setup you guys are going to do a hell of a whole lot better. Now with that said, the first thing I want to talk about is the division you should be using. Now in my opinion, you should be using the Infantry Division. Obviously it's a division that this weapon is supposed to be used with. You can use other divisions if you want, but I would highly recommend you use infantry, and preferably for you to level it up so you have the perk that allows you to have 3 attachments on your class setup. Now if you do this, you can actually add a basic training as well called Primed. Now Primed actually allows you to add on top of that another attachment. So I have 4 attachments on my STG44. You can narrow this down to 3, or if you want a different basic training you can switch it out, but personally I like having 4 attachments. You could put Lookout if you want a bigger map, you could put out basically any other basic training if you want it, but I prefer Primed because I like having those 4 attachments. Now the reason I like having the 4 is because I like having a very crucial part of this class setup for the STG44, which is the rapid fire. Now the STG doesn't exactly have the fastest firing rate, and it does feel like it's a little bit slow. Like before I added the rapid fire to this guy, it felt like I was shooting marshmallows. I was always getting outgunned at middle to long ranges. I don't know why, but I was always getting absolutely destroyed. And once I slapped rapid fire on it, it actually helped me out a lot because I was able to not only win more middle to close range gunfights, but it also made me feel like I actually could go into gunfights and not kind of veer off and, you know, stop going through different areas of the map because I was going to get outgunned. So rapid fire to me is probably the most essential out of all the attachments. The second attachment obviously is quick draw. This is one that we all have kind of gotten used to. The third one obviously being your grip. Now this one you don't really need it, but I added it on there because of the rapid fire. I didn't notice any extreme deviation to the actual recoil pattern. It actually still is incredibly accurate with rapid fire. So for me, you don't really need to have it, but I toss it on there just to kind of have it with me. The last one is obviously going to be your advanced rifling. Now advanced rifling just kind of does it so you have increased damage towards your longest range. So when you're at longer gunfights, you should be able to get more kills. You can switch this one out if you want for the high caliber attachment to give you more increased headshot. I would actually recommend that a lot, but personally for me, I switch on and off the advanced rifling and also the high caliber. So switch between those off. If I had to choose 2, for instance, if you wanted to have a different division, I would highly recommend you use grip and also that you use your rapid fire. That's the only ones, the 2 that I feel are the biggest crucial ones. Now secondary, it doesn't really matter. You can use a shovel, you can use a pistol. If you're going to be using launch, feel free to use your launcher, but there's really no need for that, and a lethal. Again, this is one of those that doesn't really matter. So the class setup again that I highly recommend, the 2 attachments, rapid fire and grip, and then if you do use infantry plus primed, it gives you another 2, and I would recommend that you use quick draw and then also your advanced rifling / high caliber. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this class setup, guys. The STG44 feels a lot more consistent with the rapid fire. Again, like I said, it makes it feel like I can go and engage in any gunfight and still have a very good chance of winning that gunfight. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Let me know in the comment section below what weapon you guys want me to cover in the next video. I'm thinking about the PPSH. I feel that's another weapon that a lot of us have been using, but if you guys have another suggestion, leave it down in the comment section below, along with what is the class setup that you guys are finding the most success with when it comes to the STG44. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, drop a like on the video. It is very much appreciated. And if you want to, if you enjoy the content, want to see more class setups like these apart from other content, make sure you guys do subscribe and you turn on notifications by hitting that little bell icon next to the sub button. Follow me on Twitter, best place to talk, great place for suggestions. And if you want to, I do have a second channel and gaming channel as well. But I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.